get some if you want some. But you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag of off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic.
I'm gonna put it to you simply. I want you to be our starting quarterback. And I'm talking from day one. If you work hard, you focus, and you commit, you're not only going to graduate here with a 4-year degree, we're gonna win a national championship together.
Look, guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my O-line. Without them, this opportunity...
Hey, don't forget to thank your mom. Never forget to thank your mom. Mind telling me where you're gonna be signing?
Actually, it's why I'm hiding in here.
Well, I know you'll make the right choice. And if you need any advice, I'm always here.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, anytime. Actually, I've been meaning to run into you. Hello? Hello?
Who's it gonna be?
Okay, okay.
Star starting quarterback out. They're turning to a kid who's never taken a snap in college. Not one.
Look, their game plan isn't complicated. Drop back, scan the field, and throw it to Isaiah Streets. That's what got them to the college football playoff, and that's what's going to keep them in this game.
Drop back, scan, and throw. We're not sure the new kid can do any of these things. Don't you think that's a little harsh, Nate? 4 years ago, he was a 5-star recruit. They had high hopes for this dude.
Does not say something right there. What happened to that trust?
Coach, you wanted to see me.
Come in. I want you to be the first to know that Marcus Washington decommitted last night. And he's coming here.
What? That doesn't make any sense. You said I was gonna be the starter.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry.
I'm not going anywhere. Bring him in. I'll win the job. Just wait.
If you're the coach, how do you let 5-star talent waste away on the bench for this long?
No. Better question is, if you're a young 5-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play you?
Because he's got something to prove. To who? To that coaching staff, man. I mean, the same group of guys who spent the last 4 years telling him, you're not good enough. He's got to prove it to those guys.
I take this.
right, gentlemen. Like Coach and I always say, the second you step off this bus, you're on a business trip. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. Oh, you ask me, you're the guy to get it done.
Hey, JoJo.
Lose weight. I did.
Yes.
Glad you noticed. Hey, boy.
Game day, baby, game day.
Get in there. Whoa, 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 whoa. The event staff is around the corner, you see. Hey, babe, go on in there.
Uh-huh.
This is for players and coaches only.
I'm here to play Texas Tech.
What?
The Red Raiders, yeah.
You? Okay. What's your name?
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah,
I know who you are, but, go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Well, don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right? So, we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh, well, oh man. Hey, what's up, man? Well, I've always had a big arm, so just throw it deep, let my receivers get under it.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How would my teammates describe me?
Yeah, were you intense? You were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
You know what? I'm kind of a film junkie. I like to lead by example in that way, so people would joke that I was like a mini-me of the coach.
Okay.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. I got you.
All right.
Ready? 10 logo. Set, ready? 18 Gator. Let's go. Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hit it. Go now! 90 Wolves! Set up! 8 Reed! get it. Here we go. 60 yards. Ready? You ready? Now. Down. 70, Indy. Shoot. Here we go. 50, 5. On the set. Set, go. Ready. 30 base. Ready? Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Leaf River. Set. Up, go.
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. This is a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're going to destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
I need to prove to him I can handle this. Maybe playing it safe's the best option.
Look, you don't have to prove anything, especially to him. Dude had you on the bench for 4 years, remember that? You need to wake up.
There's a lot at stake right now for all of us. Even more so for Isaiah, so you don't take what he says personally. You're doing the right thing.
Okay.
All right. Have a good game.
Outside, heavy snow, surprisingly, with temps in the 20s. The good news, we are inside AT&T Stadium in Arlington, and tonight it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the USC Trojans.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. It means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The long lineage of quarterbacks for SC has led to him as he gets ready for his first collegiate snap. They'll go play action and let him throw right away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, you think back to what kind of parallels you can draw for what this young quarterback is trying to do, trying to lead a team to a national championship with so little experience. And the one name that I come back to, Cardell Jones at Ohio State back in the 2014 season. Very similar situation. Limited appearances through the first few years of his career. Then all of a sudden, he's thrust into the national spotlight, just like this young man has been. And all Jones was able to do, well, win a national championship and then move on to a career in the NFL. So it can definitely happen. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterback's got to see that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. King. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. Here's Irons. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quicker. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That's caught. Touchdown, USC. Isaiah Streets, 45 yards. And the Trojans have taken the early lead. That has to be just a gigantic confidence builder for an inexperienced quarterback. A long touchdown pass on this opening drive.
And truthfully, it doesn't matter how far the ball travels in the air. It's the end result. When you see the official raise his arms and realize you've completed a touchdown pass, your confidence goes sky high.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
1st and 10 now for Texas Tech. Off play action. Warren. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Texas Tech, a newcomer to the college football playoff. They have won 11 conference titles in their history. But, boy, this would be quite a feat to make a run through these games in Dallas and Santa Clara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 18 yards there and a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Warren gonna pass him. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This long drive continues here to start the second quarter. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner.
And he will take this in. Touchdown, Texas Tech. A 4-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The USC offense getting ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting
under pressure, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll get this to Streets on the crossing route. And they rattle off a big one. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll run on first down. Darby, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Back to throw. King. That's caught. Touchdown, USC. Isaiah Streets with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. But when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw. The Red Raiders with a 1st and 10. This is Young on the carry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Warren.
Everyone's got to be able to catch it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Here's Warren to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Trojan offense ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days, right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback, a 4-year starter, 8,000 passing yards. Isaiah, a year younger, he was the receiver. The two of them told recruiters, you know we're a package deal, so if you're coming to get us, you're getting both of us. And Zeke actually recruited by both of these teams playing here tonight.
And the two had dreams of playing for a national championship together, and now Isaiah with a chance to fulfill at least part of that dream. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence.
And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Isaiah Streets on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to take the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Throwing on first down. Warren throwing the out route incomplete. That's Pope. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in Arlington, and it's the Trojans in the driver's seat.
Who's up? We up. Who's up? We up. Let's go. Hey, kid. Just checking in with you. How do you feel about the first half?
That's how we're playing. Let's go.
Be a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of we's in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates, but you remember you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey.
Coach.
Really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense for the Red Raiders set to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down now. It's Young, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. USC gets set here, 1st and 10. King now, throwing to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the...
That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, USC. You got to think this coaching staff has to be absolutely elated with the performance they've gotten from their quarterback. Now 4 touchdown passes, and we still have a quarter plus to play. Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texas Tech offense set to go for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Here's King. Off play action. Out to the right. This one pulled in by Streets. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards, a first down. When prepping for this semifinal matchup, we went back and saw all the tape on Isaiah Streets throughout the year. And no matter who, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe
under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On first down, Warren. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set them back 5. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, Warren. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Warren. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Warren to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. On 3rd and 2. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Warren. And that'll be caught in the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On the ground, it's Darby. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. To throw is King. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So on the strength of 4 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the USC Trojans are moving on to play for a national title on Monday, January the 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Whew. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football's my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well?
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I'm gonna do pink, no question. Definitely pink.
Pink, no question. No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Yeah, now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with Onyx.
Onyx? Okay. I told you, she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad. Hi. Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns.
Oh. Is that okay? Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes.
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
Great to see you.
It's nice to meet you, Emily.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all.
That's it? No?
That's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. And he's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
Hey, can I talk to you a minute?
Yeah, sure, Coach.
You know, I know it's hard to shut out all the noise. It's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. All right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right? So breathe. Take it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Miami Hurricanes taking on the USC Trojans. One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Just his second career start and a national title on the line for the Trojans as they get ready 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side taken in by Streets. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. But Charles, the success that this quarterback had in the semifinal, how does it translate here?
Well, it certainly helps his mindset because he...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful. So now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Now Gregory. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Gregory to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
You draw corker.
King off the play fake. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something.
And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, USC. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Miami offense ready to go for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Hurricanes, of course, a 3-time national champion back in the 80s, 83, 87, 89. They then added 2 more for good measure in 91 and 2001. But they haven't held that trophy since. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The USC offense getting ready for their next drive. Charles, we talked in the semifinal about Isaiah Street's brother Ezekiel, lost due to leukemia exactly 1 year ago today. But since then, Isaiah's... And that's caught inside the 30. And what a big-time play there. And even 60 yards. If you were with us for the semifinal, we told the story. I mean, this is a quarterback who was heavily recruited out of high school 4 years ago. On signing day, had all the hats in front of him. People weren't sure where he was going to go. So many different offers. Wound up here, and it hasn't been the script he probably would have written. But what a storybook ending this could turn out to be if they can take care of business in this title bout. Side of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over instead.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Gregory will look to throw it. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a first down. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To try again after the sack, Gregory. And he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Gregory bringing it in. Jackson left side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Miami punter out on the field as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now King, a final shot before break. Here's this out for Streets. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the 2nd half, all right?
What?
Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Got it.
Hey, you know how much this means to me, right?
Of course I do.
Then make it happen.
Okay, man.
Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the 2nd half of this national championship game. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The Hurricanes offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Gregory. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. A carry from Larson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to throw. King. They've got to like their position. They lead this championship game. 2 quarters to play. What's the course of action in this second half?
I think you continue to show your quarterback that you've got faith in him. Continue to run the offense the way you did in the first half. Continue to give him opportunities. But behind his back, head coach is telling the offensive play caller, if you see any moments where it feels too big for him, be ready to dial this game plan back.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Looking to throw on second down. King. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. He's going to loft one deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now a give, right side. Larson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Trojan offense ready to begin their next drive. So, CD, you look at our quarterback. He's said it. He's been consistent. This is it. I'm graduated. I'm not going to go the grad transfer route. It's time for me to move on. If you're an NFL scout, do you see enough in him to think he's got a future in this league with this little experience that we've seen?
Every scouting instinct tells me to tell him to go the graduate transfer route. But you know how it is nowadays. And look, he's played awfully well against 2 top 5 defenses. Someone's going to take a shot and give this guy a look.
Well, several teams need a quarterback. You think about the Cardinals, they're going to be picking number 1, but Giants figure to be in the market, Broncos, Bengals, possibly the Raiders. So there's going to be some teams looking.
And don't forget, backups are at a premium in this league, and this guy could be a developmental player. Draft him, let him work in your organization for a while, learn the playbook, sit for a while, because down the road, he could turn out to be a gem. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. King now. Off play action. He'll let it go deep for Streets. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. On 1st and 10, Gregory. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and into new territory. 11 yards on the pickup there.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Here's King. Off the play fake. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now Joseph. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Gregory got his man complete over the middle. That's Simmons. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they get a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Get ready.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Jackrabbit, come on. Down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. King, he's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Check 99, check 99, 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, Haywood. Mike 9, Mike 9.
To throw is King. Throwing on 4th down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Folks, this is one for the storybooks. Behind a quarterback who had never taken a snap at a college football game until just 9 days ago, the USC Trojans are once again national champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the podium at midfield for the presentation of the College Football Playoff National Championship Trophy as we present your USC Trojans.
Jack Ford. Talk about a long shot. And as a man who's known as the quarterback whisperer, and I suggest you trademark that, by the way, how are you feeling about your quarterback right now?
I tell you, this kid's amazing. He worked around the clock to prepare for this game. I never seen anything like it. And I am so proud of what he's done, and under this kind of pressure. Hope all you NFL scouts out there are paying attention, because this kid's special.
Come on, man.
You deserve it, son. Congratulations.
Coach, this is you. This is great. Thank you.
A perfect end to a too short season. You're leaving here a champion.
It's better than I ever thought it would feel. I can't even describe it, really. It's just to be up on this stage, celebrating with these guys. It's perfect. It's just perfect.
It is a perfect end, but it seems like you put up a pretty good case that it shouldn't be today. How do you feel about that?
I think I gave myself a shot. If the NFL comes calling, I'll pick up the phone. But this guy over here, this guy, the trophy, man.
Absolutely. Isaiah Streets, we are all aware of the loss of your brother and what it took to be here today. But can you tell us, in this moment, how you're feeling right now?
It's lots of feelings, Taylor. I made a promise to my brother that I was gonna... You know, none of this would have been possible without this man right here. This dude came into an impossible situation. He's got heart. Love you, man.
Yeah, I love you, man.
Z! This one's for you, baby! Yeah! This one's for you! Yeah! Let's go!
A lot of emotions out on the field tonight. This is what football is all about getting hit and getting back up. And as you can see, in a season that was characterized by overcoming, these guys did just that and won a national championship. Back to you guys.
Right. Right. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's actually right here. Okay, hang on.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? It's Emily's dad. Look, I know that you got a lot on your plate, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I did want to tell you that Emily's out of her surgery, and she is doing great. She got to see the game and everything. You have made a fan for life in her.
Thank you so much for the kind words. Please, have Emily stay in touch.
I will. Thank you. All right, bye.
Take care.
Yeah, baby.
College football season's wrapped up and the draft is 2 months away. Today, we kick off the NFL Scouting Combine. Over the next 7 days, more than 300 college prospects will run, jump, catch, and throw for NFL coaches and scouts. Kyle, who's your player to watch?
Okay, it's the mythical backup quarterback who just won a national championship. This guy who's played in two games, and we're saying maybe a third-round pick? Come on, the hype is unreal.
Kyle, he did win a national championship.
Yes, he did. It was incredible. Peter, 8 quarters of football, third-round pick. Get out of here.
If he blows up the combine like some people expect, he could be a first-round draft
No way.
pick.
No, Nate, no way.
Listen, this isn't a particularly strong draft class for the quarterback position. And you know when that happens, teams get desperate for that QB, and they start to reach a little bit.
Guess we'll find out soon.
Yes, I hear you, and I've been hearing you for the last 15 minutes. I'm on top of it. How many times do you need to... Yes, I'm on top of it. I'm meeting with... I've got a few other guys to meet this week, and then I know that there's a time restraint. I understand that.
Thanks for taking the time to meet me.
Yes. Well, I know what he wants. I understand what he wants. He's told me what he wants. You don't have to tell me what he wants as well, okay? Just, can you hold on for a second?
Okay, but
Thank
I don't
you.
have a lot
No,
of
just
time.
be quiet. I take any of the other top quarterbacks available, and I get praise, and I get to keep my job. I pick you, a player that barely even picked up a ball in college, and then I'm nuts. And the seat that I've got to sit on gets red hot. So why don't you tell me why you should even be on my radar?
I just won a national championship. And that's not the last trophy I plan to have on my mantle. You pick me, you better clear your shelf for some hardware.
Hey, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Call me back, but...
Yes, I'll have to call you back.
Hey, I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
Bye.
Are you for real? You and I have a mutual friend in common. Mr. Jack Ford. He and I served on the same staff in St. Louis together. What do you think he might say about your ability to lead a locker room?
Look, I respect Jack Ford, and I want you to...
Let me just stop you right there. Jack had nothing but praise to say about you. And frankly, now so do I. Listen, the truth is, my owner, he wants someone with the measurables. You go out there and you impress, and you will be on our radar. Can you do that?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Drink an extra protein shake or whatever you gotta do.
Okay.
Hand over your phone. I want to check your internet history.
You want me to give you my phone? Is that just like normal procedure?
You bet it is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, at least now I know I can trust you with your playbook.
Yes, you can.
You're on a mountain in Alaska on a bus going 100 miles an hour. Where are you sitting on the bus?
Bus in Alaska. I go front of the bus.
Not middle.
Nope.
Have you looked at the engine before you even got into the bus? Did you check the tire pressure?
I hired a professional mechanic to inspect every part of the bus, as he is more qualified than me. And I am aware of my strengths and weaknesses.
Are you being cute with me, son?
No.
You're not. Now give me a serious answer. Would you be in the front of the bus, the middle of the bus, or the back of the bus, or the passenger side of the bus?
I already answered the front of the bus.
Why?
Because if I can see where we're going, I can make sure we're okay. Is that the wrong answer?
Funny how many eyes are on us right now, huh? Breaking us down, picking us apart. Every mistake amplified. But we got it though, right? At least I know I do.
Hey, I'm looking for your agent.
I don't have an agent.
Didn't have an agent. Les Moore, congratulations.
For what?
For getting an agent. Me. Boom.
I don't think... Have I met you before?
You're about to know me.
Quarterbacks, group 4.
Looks like you're up to throw, kid. Go get him. Or should I say, go get him, client? You,
No, I'm good, man, yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Got a lot of people already. Full roster. 2 full.
set, 10-2 start. Leaf River, Leaf River. On the ready. Go. Set, 10 Lobo. Hit it. Ready. Set, hut. Ready, ready. Get it. Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Ready, ready. Ready. Now. Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Shoot. Ready, set. 5. Set, ready. 90 Wolf. Set, go. Ready, break. Set up. Let's go. 8 Reed. Leaf River. Leaf River. Let's go now. 60 Orr. Let's go. Set up. 70 Indy. Hit it. Here we go. Here we go. 50 plant. Set up. On the double. Get it. Down. 30 base. Ready, ready. Break. Down. Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Shoot. Ready, ready. 5. Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Set, go. Set. 10-2 stop. But up. Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. Leaf River. Leaf River. Ready up. Up, go.
New York fans were very vocal about you this week on social media. How would you feel about playing for the Giant?
Well, they're right. This is a team that needs a leader. And they know I can be the guy for them.
Very true.
What do you feel is your biggest strength as an NFL quarterback?
Well, I've worked with the legendary Jack Ford, so reading a defense is in my DNA.
What do you say to the critics that think you weren't ready to play in the NFL?
Have any of these critics ever played football? Honestly, I don't care what they say. It's all white noise to me. All that really matters is what those NFL teams think, guys.
Let's say this all doesn't work out for you. What's your plan B?
No plan B for me.
It's a great answer.
It's very smart. Thank you.
Bavarian chocolate cake. Nice twist. That's my client. Let it go to voicemail. Build some anticipation. But if you answer it, you'll show that the teams can count on you. So, answer it.
Hello?
Congratulations. You're one of the select few players invited to this year's NFL Draft in Nashville. Please have your agent contact our office, and we'll see you in the Music City in April.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes! Oh, sorry. Wait. What are you gonna wear?
I never even thought about that.
Come on, Les. Think. What is he gonna wear? A suit.
I don't have a suit.
We can purchase one. Hey. Give him the goods. Check this guy out, huh? It's a winner right there. Yeah. Come on, give him a turn. Give him a spin. That's it. Yeah, drink it all in.
It's okay, you don't have to do that. It's okay.
I don't think I have to do that.
Okay, right.
Give me the over-shoulder look.
There he is.
Looking good, man. Look my way. Hey, my way.
What's going on?
Just you, please.
Yeah, no. Take it all in. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, this guy. How are you?
Welcome to the 2019 National Football League Draft live on NFL Network. An amazing spectacle right here in Nashville, Tennessee that has been filled with intrigue and drama, and it is all about to suddenly subside with answers to long-standing questions involving the Heisman Trophy winner, Kyler Murray. DJ, you're first. What are you expecting to see tonight?
Well, I'm just waiting for this first pick, not knowing what's going to happen with the first pick, and Kyler Murray specifically. That, to me, is the biggest story in this entire draft.
And for me, over the last few years, it's been about movement to get quarterbacks. You know, I'm looking to see, is there going to be some movement? Are people going to start jumping up?
There's 6 picks left in the first round. Can't afford my condo representing a second rounder. Sorry. Gonna need more clients. Signal in here. Stinks. Hey, anybody know how much a 26th pick makes? No? If that's the bank calling about my condo loan, tell them I'm not here. Just...
Hello?
This is Vic Fangio, head coach of the Denver Broncos. We've had our eyes on you for a while. We're hoping to be able to add you to the team, and congratulations, and hopefully you'll be ready to compete.
Coach? I'm ready to make 25 other teams regret their decision.
That's what I like to hear. Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
I like to put those numbers together and see which position they focused on. And guess which position the Denver Broncos spent more time on than any other position? The quarterback position.
Here we go. Here's the commissioner with the Broncos pick.
And with the 26th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select...
Start at the top, gentlemen. The Broncos. Draft winners, draft losers.
Losers.
How could you call them
Look, they feel the need of a quarterback. It's great. They feel the need. They got a quarterback. Yay! And they spent a first-round pick on a sixth-round talent. That's a winner.
Sixth-round talent? Did you watch this dude play?
Yeah.
Did you see him at the combine? Are you serious? He's been jumping up the draft boards for months.
Yeah, I watched him sit on the sideline in college. He couldn't even start for his college team. He's going to save an NFL franchise. Sure he is.
And I'll tell you why, because this isn't college. For the first time in his life, he actually has a coaching staff who is putting their faith in him. A coaching staff that actually believes in him.
So where are we headed?
Oh, isn't it on the app?
That you?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm a professional. But for what it's worth, I think you are the guy that's gonna turn things around here for our quarterback situation. You know, I played a little JUCO ball myself.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Had the coach in here last week, and I was not impressed at all. I do a little JV coaching in my spare time, so I have a really good feel about the game. Should have told him one of my plays. He could have used it this Sunday.
You know, I actually haven't even met him yet.
Coach Fangio, guy's a defensive genius, or so they say. And that's all well and good, but our defense was fine last season. Our offense was the real problem. I don't know if you know much about our roster, but if you're smart, you'll get the ball to that Lindsey kid, the running back. He's averaged more than 5 yards a carry last year. Ooh, I love that dude. And hey, I get why Elway drafted the two of you, but honestly, I think you are the guy. And you tell Elway I said that, or I could give you my beeper and he could...
Thanks. I'll pass it along. I'm not really sure how much they'll listen to me, though. I'm just a rookie.
Had Chris Pratt in here last week. Good-looking guy. I think if he fights a raptor, the raptor's gonna win. That's just me. That's just me. I don't care how many names he calls him. In fact, I actually did some... I do some archaeology on the side. And I found a T-Rex bone in Missouri once. I think it was a T-Rex bone. I was like, look at... Whoa! Sorry about that.
Cool. Actually, I think you just dropped me off right up here, man.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just right up front. Thank you.
This is the start of something beautiful, kid. And in this city, if you need anything, if you need alpacas, if you need emus, any type of livestock, home loan, or warranty, you call me.
You're the guy.
If you... Then go call.
This game, it's about legacy, kid. Achievement, exceeding expectations. Your college accolades, they're in the past. Your draft status, just a number. But your legacy, you start building that today. It's about the way you interact with teammates, coaches, opponents. It's about fearlessness, week in, week out. Overcoming the onslaught of the league's top defenders. Demonstrating leadership in everything you do, from how you play to what you wear. It's about laying a strong foundation in your rookie season, becoming the quarterback I always knew you were. At first, right now, it's about winning the starting job. Good luck out there, kid.
Start your week by installing your game plan. This is the player card. Here, this is your development. This is the ability. This is your player's zone ability. The super.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm put in 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the med dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason.